Hey, what's going on, everybody? How's everybody doing? Just checking on some settings here. All right, glad everybody can join me. Chat GPT. We're gonna get over like rules and regulations of what you get, misleading information, biased information that can be put out to you by Chat GPT, and how to avoid doing some things like that. So yeah, give me 1 second. Output microphone. Okay, give me 1 second. We can get right into it. So I'm going to share my screen here, and AI Master Course. So we're gonna chapter 7, and it is just ethics and safety policy. And I won't spend too much time on this because this just is basically going over ethics and safety that everybody needs to understand and comply with. So yeah, like in this chapter, you'll learn how to responsibly design and deploy prompts that align with ethical standards, protect privacy, and avoid bias or misinformation. Since AI prompts can impact business reputation, customer trust, and even legal compliance, understanding these guidelines is essential for safe and professional use. Avoiding bias and misinformation, why it matters. AI can unintentionally reflect bias in its training data. Without guardrails, prompts may produce false or misleading information. Example, bias prompts write about why younger drivers are always safer than older drivers. This generalization is based biased and inaccurate. Misinformation prompt lists all the cures for lupus. AI might invent false cures when none exists. Best practices frame prompts naturally, compare safety statistics between younger and older drivers, add validation steps, provide only verified information to indicate when sources are uncertain, um, encourage disclaimers, add a note if information is based on general trends and not universal facts. So basically, what we're breaking down here is when you're putting information into Chat GPT or Gemini, whatever GPT that you're using, to get a output, like what you put in is equivalent to what you're going to get out. So if you're putting in like bias prompts like this, you're going to get bias outputs. You follow what I'm saying? So of course, if you ask ChatGPT what's the cure for lupus, and you know nobody has no cure for lupus, it may just make up a cure and you may just run with it. You know what I'm saying? But you can't really go off that if you know there's no scientific proof of it yet. So what it's saying is that AI might invent false cures where none exist. Now, with that being said, I would say this: you could ask AI for like, and while we talk about lupus, because this is something that my wife deals with, but she asks AI for natural remedies, to help her through her lupus instead of dealing with medication, because she's took medication for like a decade and she had time to take the medication and wanted to try something more natural. So when she tried something more natural, that's kind of like what she was coming up. I mean, she come up with things that help her out better. So the misinformation prompt is when you ask list all cures for lupus, and we're gonna see what put this in, just see what it says here, because it may just come up with. And I never even tried this before. uh, because it is a misinformation prompt. I kind of know it's a misinformation prompt. I'm really glad you flagged this because it's important to be clear and honest here. There is no cure for lupus. Systematic lupus, I don't know that word. At this time, anyone claiming a guaranteed cure is spreading misinformation. What does exist are effective treatments and management strategies that can control symptoms, reduce flares, and help people live full lives. What does help? What does help lupus? Medications, lifestyle and flare preventions. These significant affect quality of life or flare frequencies, sun protection, adequate rest and stress management, regular gentle exercise, anti-inflammatory or balanced diets, avoid known personal triggers. I'm just reading through some things, but yeah, that's the difference between you getting some misinformation, like, but sometimes it may just like give you some cures, and because like chat's getting much better than it was like 2 years ago. Like when I first started using it, maybe 2 years ago, you would get like a lot of misinformation that ain't right. That you would ask chat again, like, "Can you give me links to that?" Or "Can you give me?" And I would ask them, "Can you fact check that?" Or "Could you give me links to that?" And then they would give me a more appropriate answer. And but over the years, like it has gotten better because what you really have to understand with these chat models, it is all information from the internet that is balled up. So if it's getting some type of misinformation from the internet, it has to tone that out as misinformation and flag that as misinformation. So it may just actually just flag it as misinformation recently. So it may just flag it as misinformation recently. Hold on, give me 1 second here. So so yeah, that's pretty much all that's like really pertaining to right there. Best practices, frame prompts, naturally compare safety statistics between younger and older drivers, and violation steps. So yeah, we went over that already. Respecting copyright and privacy and why it matters. Okay, first when I get into copyright and privacy here for you, I can just really pretty much tell you when I deal with copyright and privacy, like if I'm looking for, like, I got an AI artist and I was looking for a particular name for an AI artist, so I asked ChatGPT, give me a name for this artist, and it gives me a list of about 10 names. So now it gives me a list of about 10 names, but it don't tell me if these names are copyright. So then I would ask Chat, okay, can you check and see if these names have copyright protection and trademarks on them, so I can pretty much use these names, and it would give me the response back if the names anywhere on the internet I use, and it would tell me where it's been trademarked at, when it was trademarked, things like that. So why it matters is businesses risk legal consequences if AI outputs plagiarize or misuse personal data. Respecting copyright ensures original and fair content use. Example, privacy violations. Asking AI to generate a blog using customer email data. So that's a privacy violation. If you ask AI to write a blog and I'm using one of my customers' data, to write this blog, that's a privacy violation. Copyright violation is copy and pasting full-on lyrics or articles into an ad campaign. So that's plagiarism right there. If I'm taking somebody else's lyrics, or if I'm taking somebody else's ad and I'm putting it into an ad campaign, or I'm putting the lyrics to make me another song, what I'm saying, and I go try to monetize off this song, use someone else's lyrics, which however they do online with AI. I see people, they make retroactive songs, and I've actually done the same thing with monetization. Take like a Tupac song, "We Against the World," and I would say, okay, regenerate this into a 1960s blues edition. I don't own the lyrics, so I'm still using the lyrics. It's just flipping it to a 1960s blues rendition, and it's making it making it out to be a blues song with the same lyrics. That was really trendy. It's still kind of trendy right now, but they're kind of piping down on that and removing a lot of those songs off YouTube because people would like making some money quick off that. It was like a quick wave, quick trend. I don't really like to get into the quick waves and the quick trends because I pretty much like to do things that's going to make me money down the line. And if I can make some money now, I see me making some money with this, 4 or 5 years from now. And then I really start getting established in what I'm doing. But that's just my preference. A lot of these things that they do have quick money you can make, like those videos, those baby videos that they were doing. But the trend can like die out, and then you're gonna be searching for the next trend and the next trend. So I mean, it's whatever floats your boat. You really ask me. Um, Handling sensitive topics. I'm sorry. Why it matters. AI can be asked to discuss topics like health, finance, or politics, which carry high stakes. Mishandling can harm credibility, trust, or even legal compliance. Example: irresponsible prompt. Give financial advice for investing all retirement savings in a single stock. That's an irresponsible prompt. Responsible prompt is provide a general overview of stock uh, diversification principles and include a disclaimer that this is not financial advice. So, like, understand the difference between an irresponsible prompt and a responsible prompt. So, the irresponsible prompt is just asking it to give me financial advice for investing in long retirement. And I was actually kind of having this like a debate with one of my friends yesterday, and he has a sports betting group, right? And for some reason, he believes he can make better picks than AI. and and I kind of told him, I said, no, bro. Like everybody is making money off selling picks by having the right prompts. If you have the right prompts, you're going to get the best data that you have. So if you do an irresponsible prompt that says, give me your top trending bet advice on betting for NBA games today. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be an irresponsible prompt. But then you can say, provide me with the data to make me make the best picks for the games today. And then if you like really asking for the data, it can really break down. If we're talking like, let's say we're talking football, got the Super Bowl coming up, so we're talking football. It can, and you're doing player prop bets. It can say, hey, this wide receiver, the Super Bowl is playing on artificial turf. This wide receiver does exceptionally well on artificial turf. He does exceptionally well in this type of weather. The weather's going to be 70 degrees Super Bowl Sunday. This wide receiver does excellent in 70-degree weather. And it's just, you're just taking all this data, then you're making the best, the best, what I call the hypothesis with your data, and you just run with it after that. Some best practices: add disclaimers for health, legal, and financial content. So if you are going to give health, legal, or financial advice, you always want to add disclaimers into that. Stay neutral when discussing politics and social issues. Um, yeah, I branch off into politics a lot. I'm trying to branch away from politics because it's like a big headache dealing with politics. People make a lot of money off politics though when it comes to content. You can't make a lot of money off politics when it comes to content. But I understand when they say stay neutral. You know what I'm saying? Focus on education, supportive, and resources based outputs. Discussion. Real ethical failures and fixtures. Case one, bias recruiting tool. Problem. AI screen candidates unfairly based on gendered language. Fix. Refine prompts with natural evaluation criteria. So what it's saying is the AI screen candidates unfairly based on genderized language. So that is like when we talk about real world ethical failures and fixes. How can you fix if an AI screen candidate is unfairly based on the gender language and it's telling you to fix it by reframing the prompts with natural evaluation criteria? Case two, fake news generation. Problem, a bot spread misinformation about a public event. Fix. Add a verification requirement. Only use verified sources from blank domains. So when you're prompting this, and a lot of people get fake news out and they put it on their page and they share and they get clickbaits and pick baits and they make a lot of money because a lot of people share it to their pages, to their group chats, to their text message chats, to everywhere. And I really tell people like, hey, you're helping people making money by spreading misinformation that you're not researching. so, so yeah, when you're researching information, you want to make sure you put a trusted domain on there. So you want to ask them, hey, where did you get this? Ask chat, where did you get this information from? Give me the links that you got this information from. You want to verify where you got that information from before you start to put this out in your content. And case 3, privacy breach in marketing. Problem: a campaign reveal private customer detail in an ad. Fix. Explicitly prompt AI to use fictional placeholders, for example. So you do not want to have an ad going and you got a customer's private information on that ad. You know what I'm saying? So to fix that, you just want to prompt the AI to use fictional placeholders, for examples. Um, so yeah, that's how you do real world ethical failures and fixtures for ChatGPT. Make sure that you do the activity on here and the key takeaways. We're done with chapter 7. I'm gonna see you all in chapter 8. I hope everybody should be good prompters by now. Like, and you should know the difference when prompting and just what you were regularly doing with AI. Don't forget, you got a bonus down there, a bonus after chapter 8 on some prompts that you can get ready to use, that you all can use. I'll be updating those prompts twice a month, so that comes with your monthly subscription. Every 2 weeks, you would get different prompts that you can use. If you're not sure, down here, content creation prompt, TikTok UGC prompt, Instagram theme prompt, Instagram page prompt. Uh, we'd be adding Facebook page prompts, YouTube prompts, like any prompts that can like really help you out. And actually, I'll be doing a whole video on that after chapter 8. So I appreciate y'all for joining me. Thank you very much. We got one more lesson in here, then we'll be done with ChatGPT. And I know everybody, we're going to be ready to move into the next AI prompt. And I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel too.